all 6 Nen types have already been fully revealed to us, but what if I told you that there was a 7th Nen category that will be revealed on the Dark Continent? Yes, the 7th Nen type will be revealed on the Dark Continent, and it's going to be revealed by Dog Freaks and a lot of other Nen users who have been living on the Dark Continent as well, because the 7th Nen type will be an ability that allows you to take control of other people's Nen. Yes, they'll literally be able to hijack any Nen ability that's coming at them and reverse it back on their opponent, and this will reduce the battle down to a simple hand-to-hand combat for majority of the fight. And yo, if you're fighting somebody who's been living on the Dark Continent for even one day, let alone more than 100 years like Dawn Freaks, then you're gonna get murdered in a physical one-on-one fight. So yo, this is why the 7th Nen ability will be super overpowered. You'll be able to use the opponent's Nen ability on them if they do choose to use their Nen in a fight, and the only way to be able to beat somebody with the 7th Nen type would be to be able to time your attacks perfectly, but they would literally have to be timed super perfect, or else he'll be able to turn it against you. So the 7th Nen type will go down as one of the strongest, if not the strongest Nen types, just because it neutralizes all the other Nen types, and it does force you to fight hand-to-hand combat. And the people who will be able to use the 7th Nen will be people who've already been to the Dark Continent or who have lived there, like Dog Freaks. We know that he's been on the Dark Continent for over 200 years, so he already does have the 7th Nen mastered. I'm willing to bet my channel he will be the master when it comes to using the 7th Nen type. But we can't forget about Zoldyck, someone who has been living on the Dark Continent for around 80 years, because we know that he went to the Dark Continent 80 years ago alongside with Netero. So I definitely do think he might have picked up on the 7th Nen as well, since he is a Zoldyck, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did have it mastered almost to the level of Dawn Freaks, just because he does come from such a special bloodline. And since Netero's son Beyond Netero has already been to the Dark Continent and brought back the calamities to the human world, he will definitely have this 7th Nen ability unlocked. We know that Beyond Netero had to have used some type of overpowered ability just to bring the calamities back to the human world, and that overpowered ability will be the 7th Nen type, because it will easily be able to neutralize the calamities. So this will give Beyond Netero enough power to actually make them submit to him and actually be able to control them enough to bring them back to the human world. So the 7th Nen type will be revealed once we land on the Dark Continent, and it's going to be so overpowered that none of the other 6 Nen types will come close to it in terms of power, but it only will be unlockable to those who have stayed on the Dark Continent for a long period of time. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.